So I finally got in the Dragonbane box set from the Kickstarter. Now it came in really well wrapped, big box with the little inflatable thingies. This thing was shrink wrapped. I've opened it already. It's just the way it is. The box is very nice, very thick, very solid and whatnot. Alright, so I played Dragonbane last year. I used it as a system for one of my games. It's a lot of fun. It's not completely off the wall for me in that it's still a D20 system, but you have to roll under, which can get kind of confusing some people. But the system is really kind of a stripped down, rules light, very quick to learn and very easy to use. Powers and whatnot are simple, and there's not like 20 different powers for everyone. It makes for a very fast, very fun game. The subtitle is Mirth and Mayhem Role-Playing. That's totally what it is. There's a little bit of grim dark stuff in it, but it also has quite a sense of humor. So it comes with these two sets of cards. One I've opened up. They were both like this. I opened one up. So one is the initiative deck. You draw the cards for initiative. You can use a D10 if you want. It's fine. No biggie. This other one is improvised weapons. It gives you all the information you need for people, you know, using a wine bottle, using a chandelier, a stalactite, you know, because you never know when you're going to need to hit someone with a stalactite. The other cards are treasure cards. So you can randomly draw, when your players find treasure, you can randomly draw some stuff, vendors, tables in the book inside, of course. This is adventure cards, which help you create an adventure on the fly. So I haven't opened this one yet. I'm not going to bother just yet because I don't want them to fly all over the place. But the card stock is kind of feels plasticky. Looks like it's going to be pretty resistant to tear and damage and all that. Comes with some D6 and D10s and D12s and all that in case you don't have any of these. System uses all these different ones, 6 and 4s for damage usually, and 20s for actions. There's little standees for the cutouts, which I'll show you a little bit later. Of course, the ubiquitous game catalog. I can't say enough about the games at Free League Publishing. Vason's excellent. They're all uniformly excellent. They all have good mechanics. Lord of the Rings is great. And the products are always excellent. Truly a bunch of overachievers. So let's see what else is in here. I'm just going to flip this over. You can see the back of the box. All right, so these are cutouts I was talking about earlier. You have all the different, the classes are called professions. So you have all the different professions and the different monsters that are in the game for use with the little, if you don't have, I won't see myself using these, but some people might find them interesting. Some character sheets, both blank and pre-made characters for the adventures that are in the book. So if you want to kind of jump in right away. One of the things about Free League is the art. The art's fantastic. Johan Egerkrans does the art for this and for Vason is just an amazing artist. It's got, you know, that kind of old school feel to it that I really love. And so you have a bunch of pre-generated characters. Here they have mallards. I mean, what can you say about a game that's got mallards? It's awesome. There are special powers that they get angry, and really that was made for me. So some pre-generated characters as well as some blank sheets for all your sheet needs. What else do we have? Again, this paper is very thick, very nice. Little simple battle maps with some stones and a more forested kind of area, nature kind of area. You need that. The map of the world is beautiful. This beauty, it's super thick, feels very nice in the hand, and that's the world. I'm told the campaign that comes with Dragonbane is absolutely excellent. I've never played it, but some people played it back in the day. So this was a game that was made, I think, in the 80s in Sweden. It was kind of Sweden's answer to D&D. And it fell out, but then Free League picked it up and are redoing it. These are the solo rules if you want to play on your own. and cooperative play for solo. So I don't know, we're kind of coming back full circle to people playing in a group, but you can play this solo. So get your rules here for that. Surviving solo play, because in case you're, you know, difficult on yourself. And then adventures, some adventures and missions. Speaking of which, so the 2 books that come with it, one is the adventure, whole bunch of adventures. It's a soft cover. Again, tons of amazing art, your maps, and this is the campaign I was telling you about. Apparently, it's really, really good. A little story that takes place on the Isle of Mist. Look at that art. Could make sweet love to that art. Again, I mean, I don't know about the binding. It's probably fine, but tons of stuff to play with. And finally, the rulebook. As you can see, it's not super thick. There's not a ton of them. That kick-ass model. This is the image that made me just fall in love with this game and want to play it. Back when I first saw that, I thought it was absolutely up my alley. Kind of dark and grim, but at the same time with that sense of humor to it, that tongue-in-cheek aspect, which is totally my brand. And so in here, they talk about there's GM advice, tons of tables for rolling randomly what happens in your adventures, some adventures in there, your bestiary, the various monsters. One of the things that's interesting about Dragonbane is that the monsters have monster actions or monster attacks that hit automatically. So it's a little hardcore, but these special actions hit automatically. The players can't. They can try to parry and dodge, but they don't roll to hit. They just are assumed to hit unless the players get out of their way, sacrifice their action to dodge or parry. The various magic system is based on spells. You have each spell has 3 level that you learn, and they do increasingly more powerful things. There's 4 magic schools. The characters, you have your professions, which are the classes. And one of the things that I really like about it is that you have your thief, of course, and your fighter and your mage, but there's a scholar. You can be a scholar, mariner, you can be a merchant. The game is built for these different characters to be able to succeed. You don't have to min-max, the warlock, fighter, paladin, whatever. Any of these classes can bring something to the table, not classes, but professions. It can bring something to the table. So there's some more classic ones, and then some artisan. I played a game where everyone was an artisan. I had 4 players, all 4 were artisan. It worked super well. I just found different ways to create conflicts for them and things for them to resolve with their artisan skills. And the thing is that these are not you don't get locked into it. You have you have a key ability that comes with the profession. Once that's done, you can pick any other power that you want. So you can really make the character you want. You're not locked into, you're an artisan. You can only have these powers. You can make, an artisan that can stealth and stab people in the back if you want. That's totally all right. The kins. So Wolfkin, which is kind of a wolf dude person, wolf people, the mallard, of course, the ducks, and then your standard elves, dwarves, halfling. Dwarves are great. There were special powers that if they fight someone that's injured them before, they have a long memory and they get bonuses because, they don't let go of anything. And, of course, the ubiquitous humans. That's it. So that's what's in the book. All of it super beautiful, feels really good in the hand, high quality as always from these guys at guys and gals at Dragonbane at Free League. Give it a shot. I really like it. I think you will too, and the product's great. So